before we do a title, anything, top left of your paper, I want you to write down 5 plus 5 plus 5. All right, this is what we're not talking about today. Write that down. This is called repeated addition. All right, somebody real smart. Tell me why you think this is called repeated addition. We are doing what over and over again? Adding something over and over again. Now, repeated addition can be written in a smaller way like this. I got three fives. So 3 5s mean we have 3 times 5. So repeated addition is nothing but your timetables. That's it. When you look at that timetable chart, you're looking at repeated addition. All right? Now, what's 5 plus 5 plus 5? Anybody know? There you go. It's 15. All right. This is what we are not talking about today. So let's circle that and leave that off to the side. We are not talking about this today. All right? What we are talking about, skip about 3 lines and to the left, skip about 3 lines. I want you to write 5 times 5 times 5. But I also want you to write it like this. 5 times 5 times 5. Then I also want you to write it like this. 5 times 5 times 5. I wrote the same statement 3 times. All right? But if that's called repeated addition, what is this called down here? There you go. I want you to put that down. This is called repeated multiplication. Repeated multiplication. All right. Now, repeated multiplication is not timetables. That's not 15. All right. There is a compact way to write repeated multiplication, and that brings us to the title of the lesson. And at the very top in the middle, I want you to write down exponents. We never wrote down exponents. No. Oh, yeah, sure did, didn't we? Shh. All right, exponents. Or we also call exponents powers. All right, also call them powers. All right, so down here, equal sign, and I want you to write a big 5, and a small 3. All right. The big number is the number you see being repeated. That is called your, anybody know? Start with a B. Base. There you go. That's called your base. That's the number you see being multiplied over and over again. That's the factor. All right? That's the repeated factor. While the little number, it can't be the same, so it has to be little and to the right. That number is called, anybody know what it's called? Yeah, it's called the exponent or the power. Exponent or the power. Either one. That tells you how many times you multiply in the base. All right? Now, when you see it all spread out like that, that's called expanded form. That's called the expanded form. Oh, not form. That's called the expanded form. All right? When you see the exponent and a base, that's called exponential form. Say exponential. Exponential. That's the exponential form. All right? And then the last form is called standard form. I don't want you to memorize if you don't have to right now. I want you to have your notes. The last form is called standard form. All right, standard form. All right. Standard form is when you provide the answer to this problem. Now, it's not 15. If I had to do it, I'll put it real small up here, real small. All right, 5 times 5 is how much? 25. And 5 quarters is how much? 125. Thank you. 125. This is standard form. The answer.
Is that 3 5s up top?
Yes, I just wrote that expanded form back out. 5, 5, 5. I don't want anybody to tell me 5, 10, 15. You just add it. Put 5 times 5 times 5 in the calculator. That's what I want you when we're doing exponents. All right? Now, one thing you need to know about standard form is this. Standard form, they want you to give me standard form when the problem asks you to simplify. They say simplify this expression. They want the answer. They want the standard form. If they tell you to evaluate this statement, they want it in standard form. All right? Don't let it trick you. Simplify means provide the answer. That means get it in standard form. And if I need to put this down, I'll put answer. All right? Standard form is the answer. All right? Now, let's look at, we're almost done with this, y'all. All right? Let's look at, hold on. Now, the way you say this exponential form here, the way you say it, you say 5 to the third power. All right? One way to say it is 5 to the third power. That's what you say. All right? If there was a 2 right there, what would you say? 5 to the what? There you go. 5 to the second power. All right? So before we end this part, let's put some tips out there. Let's put some tips. So exponent tips. So we do a little star and put exponent tips. Exponent tips. All right? Tip 1. Tip 1. Power of 2. So when you see a little 2, power of 2 also means squared. All right, so if that was a 2, you can say 5 squared. So power of 2 also means you can say squared. So if you see someone say squared, that just means 2. Just like power of 2 means squares, you have one more. A power of 3, there you go, also means, very good, cubed. All right. And last tip. Let me go back. No power. If you have a number and you don't see a power at all, no power means, let me see. Let me ask you this way. What's this? Everybody said the same thing. Everybody said the same thing. What is this again? You didn't say 1. Why you didn't say 1? It's $1. Means what? 1. You don't say, I need $100. I need $100. They mean the same thing. So when you don't see a number in math, it automatically means 1. All right? Now, let me erase that. It automatically means power of 1. That's what it means. For an example, let me give you an example of that one. 5 is really 5 to the what power? There you go. All right? So if you don't see it, don't put 0. That's something totally different. But when you see a 1, that's the same thing as just 5. You got one factor, 5. All right? Now, I think we can go to the lesson now. Got a short lesson we're going to do. Okay. Now, the lesson you're going to do today, I'm going to do, I guess, the first one. Now, remember, for testing purposes, focus on the ones highlighted in yellow. If you get real good at the ones in yellow, then I'll give you something so you can do the ones that's not in yellow. But focus on the ones in yellow. Lord, please. Let's get them down.
We put this on the same page?
No, I got something for you. I printed it out for you. I'm rolling today, all right? I hate to use my own paper in color, but I did it. All right, now, so I'm going to go through the first one with you. It says expanded form. We know it. It says 2 times 2 times 2. Now, the base asks you, what would be the base in 2 times 2 times 2? 2, because that's the number being multiplied over and over again, right? What would be the exponent for that? Yeah, because you got 3 of them bad boys, right? So how would I write this in exponential form? 2 to the third power, or 2 what? Q. Very good. Thank you. Now, if I said simplify 2 to the third power, what would that be? It ain't 6. Thank you. It is 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is what? And 4 times 2 is what? So the answer is 8. This is what I want you to do for this one right here.